Hola chicos! Today we are going to talk about when to conjugate and when not to conjugate any type of verb, be it reflexive or not. So the first thing you're going to do is title this in section 3 of your Spanish notebook, Apuntes, to conjugate or not. And you draw a decent sized box right there in the center. I'm going to raise this up just a little bit so you can see a little bit better. There we go. And at the top, I write, do I see before the blank? And I'll show you how we use this in just a moment. So right now, you're just copying this down with me. A, para, de, tener que, another conjugated verb, and if I answer yes, I do see one of those right before the blank, I go on this side, see, as in I saw a right before the blank. I write do not conjugate. If it is a reflexive verb, I leave the pronoun attached. And we'll talk about what that looks like in a moment. But what if I do not see one of those before the blank? So no, I did not see one of those before the blank. Conjugate normally. So I would follow my 4 steps. Step 1, drop the say, put in front. And I'm going to put big parentheses around that one because if it's not a reflexive verb, then I don't worry about that. 2, drop the AR, ER, IR. Step 3, write the stem. And step 4, add the ending. So if it's not a reflexive verb, I just go right to step 2, 3, and 4. If it is a reflexive verb, then I do 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you want to, I'm going to have the video pause here for just a moment. You're going to want to make sure you have this down in your notebook because the basis for all of our activities right now will be off of this chart. So let's go to the activity I have practiced. Okay, we're going to take a look at these one by one. Number 1, mi hermano tiene que. So remember, you have this graphic organizer right in front of you. I have tiene que right before my blank. Do I conjugate or not conjugate? That's right. You do not conjugate because I see something that is inside that graphic organizer right before the blank. So actually, the answer to this one would simply be acostarse. Why does it stay as say? Because mi hermano is the subject. Number 2, pero mi madre, blank, maquillarse en el baño. Do I conjugate maquillarse? Look in your graphic organizer. Is there something right before the blank that's inside? Do I conjugate or not? If you chose no or to conjugate, you are correct because there is nothing before the blank that is preventing me. So then it would be se maquilla. Number 3, we have antes de right before the blank. Does that prevent me from conjugating? If you answer yes, it does prevent me from conjugating, I need to change it to lavarse. How do I know it's still say? Who's my subject? Because it just says antes de in front. Well, if I continue to read, I see that mi hermano comes a little bit later. So before washing his face, my brother takes a bath, is how you would literally translate that sentence. Number 4, is there anything to prevent me from conjugating afeitarse? Yes. Acabas de. The de is going to prevent me from conjugating. So I'm going to leave afeitarse as afeitar de. Why would I change the se to a te? Because look at who our subject is. Tú. Todos los días antes de vestirme, cama, something. Is there anything right before the blank stopping me from conjugating? No. So I'm going to go ahead and conjugate me pongo. How do I know I'm talking about myself? Look at this. Antes de vestirme. Before getting dressed, I put on deodorant. Y me peino el pelo. So this is something you see quite often. You'll have a comma or an E, and that's going to kind of start a new train of thought, a new idea. And so that's going to allow you to go ahead and conjugate. All right, so now what you're going to do is you're going to click on the Google document that's attached to this called Diario to conjugate or not, and you're going to do some practice on your own. If you need to, go back again and watch this video for help, okay?